Since the beginning of lockdown, there has been somewhat of a cooking revolution. Everyone knows someone who is testing their culinary skills. From social media baking trends to bulk cooking for frontline workers, kitchens up and down the country have been a hive of activity. However, while many have been lucky enough to spend the time rediscovering their love for food or building unexpected skills in the kitchen, the pandemic laid waste to hospitality businesses across the board, irrespective of size or success. Food professionals were forced to quickly reinvent their efforts and somehow managed to keep afloat. I spoke with Ben Murphy, head chef and manager of sustainable food café N Food, which has now had its doors closed for 4 months.
During lockdown, I've kept my passion for food alive by basically cooking more than ever, which personally has been quite a pleasure for me because when you work as a chef, your living is cooking all day long, preparing things, in a very kind of a methodical and large scale way in terms of allergies and planning out for weeks ahead. So when I finally got to stop all this temporarily, I found myself cooking more at home, and obviously we had less access to shops and ingredients and things, so the creativity had to kick in. And I've learned a lot of sort of self-teaching, and also social media was just absolute bombardment with cooking and recipes during lockdown, which was great. I mean, lots of people were sort of very generous in sharing ideas, and even some of these big restaurants started sharing their kind of key recipes that make them what they are, and I kind of felt that was quite heartwarming and sort of helped to inspire the nation in a sense of cooking, eating healthy, and being creative.
Social media has been pivotal in fostering a lockdown food community. Food blogs and live video cooking classes have seen rapid success and has served as a saving grace for those suffering from social isolation. I spoke with Sophie Denmead, owner of London supper club Soph&Jack, who has been doing online cooking classes, allowing her to keep her passion for food alive while building a community of quarantine foodies.
The pandemic, of course, completely shut down any activities with my supper club. The whole purpose of clubs like mine and many others is to bring people from all walks of life around a table together, sharing stories and hopefully regaining that sense of community through food, which can so often feel lost in this age of everyone being glued to their screens. That's why at first I wasn't really sure how I felt about doing online video cooking, as I wasn't really sure that it would have the same effect, but I was pretty astonished with the feedback. People who had been isolating and hadn't been able to be in much contact with people were telling me that it was a pick-me-up and was exactly what they needed to keep them going. It's been incredibly therapeutic for me too. It's brilliant to know that even in such a difficult time, a chit-chat with a stranger really can go a long way, and adding food to the mix only makes it better.
Hospitality in the UK is worth £72 billion a year and is our third largest employer. As a result of the pandemic, unemployment in the hospitality industry is at the lowest level since 1989, with 6 million and counting workers having lost their jobs. While eateries, bars and pubs have been given the go-ahead to open on 4th of July, the jury's out on exactly how this will work and what the future holds for our beloved and essential hospitality industry.